welcome to Larry Shaves. Today, from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Phoenix Shaving, we have Et 2. Et 2 for the Ides of March. It is a March classic. It is available now, which is an homage to Classic BRUT, as in Et 2 Brute. So we're going to be using that today. We also have the aftershave splash that we're going to be using now. These are the new ones that are available this year, but I still have last year's, and I've used quite a bit, but we're going to be using that one today. I want to use it up before I go into the new one that I've gotten for this year, and then we have the spray cap on the aftershave from last year. So that's what we're going to be using today. So we're going to take a scoopful out of our shave bowl. This is one of my favorites. I really love Et 2. When in doubt of what to wear, what to shave with, what aftershave I'm going to use, I grab Et 2. And I bought an extra one last year because I liked it so much. I thought, well, I'm going to be out and it's not going to be available again till March. So, but then after that, I got a lot of extra soaps in, and I just have not used up the whole can of last year's Et 2. But there it is in the bowl, and we're going to start with our whipping up of the lather. We're using also from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements the Moonstriker brush. I've wet it, going to wring out some of the water, quite a bit of the water, and start working on that. We're also going to today be using from a razor that I love. I just love this all the time. Ollie-Works aluminum razor. We're going to be using that in blue today, so stay tuned for that. According to the web page of Phoenix Shaving, Douglas Smythe wrote these words: "For those who remember the bold green splash of Classic BRUT, our Et 2 is a loving tribute to the original formation, evoking that unmistakable barbershop-fresh sophistication with a nostalgic twist. And if you ever wished for a truer, richer version of BRUT, closer to the way it was when Fabergé first launched it in 1964, this is for you." It was in the 60s is when I started using BRUT, started shaving, and I had BRUT all the time. That was one of my favorites. So this is a scent that stands the test of time. And Douglas goes on and says, "Like many fellow Gen Xers, my first encounter with BRUT was in the 1980s, tucked among my dad's small but mighty aftershave collection. Back then, many a man's scent wasn't curated like today. It was often gifted. Christmas, birthdays, Father's Day. Your scent profile was determined by what you unwrapped, and somehow that worked just fine. BRUT wasn't just another aftershave. It was everywhere, on bathroom counters and gym bags, even in the glove box of that old sedan of your uncle drove. But what many don't realize is that before it became the drugstore staple of later years, BRUT was originally a premium cologne, a powerful, long-lasting scent that exuded confidence and refinement. And so that is BRUT. And that we whipped up a lather today, that is for sure. We're all set for pass number 1. I have a bottle of BRUT Classic aftershave here in the spray top. So you say, well, where'd you get the spray top for that? I got it from PAA, and that one happens to fit the same ones that are on there that you can get for their bottles today. All right, so we're set to go. We're going to wet the face and put the lather on. You'll notice my voice is a little lower than normal. As I mentioned last week, I'm fighting some sinus troubles that I get every spring, every fall. And so it lowers my voice, and I sneeze a lot, cough a lot. And it lasts about 2 weeks till I get used to all the pollen and in the fall, the leaves falling. But anyway, that's what it is. All right, we got the soap on, and clear the lips and the sideburns just a little bit. And we'll start past number 1 with that 2. Excuse me, from Phoenix Shaving. We're using a blade already loaded from RK, one of my favorite razor blades. I'm using the medium plate here on the Oliveworks razor. I sometimes use the mild, but today I'm using the medium one. I've not yet used the aggressive one, the real aggressive one. I haven't gotten that bulge yet to try that. But one day I'll do that. Ides of March. It comes out, Brute or Et Tu comes out every March. It's a seasonal soap, so you need to get it this month if you're going to get it. And I would suggest that. It is one of my favorites, and I know it's one of the favorites of several in the wet shaving community. And they have aftershave splash and other things that go along with it if that's what you want to do. Here on pass number 1, it's going real well. It works up a real good lather in their Formula CK6 from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and they have really got a great base, great soap going for them. And this is working out real well. Yep, that's good. I mentioned last week in one of the shaves videos about my cat and how my cat hides from me. And I've been thinking about that. And I think I figured out why my cat hides from me. My wife goes to work, and so I'll start working a little bit in the office. And as she leaves, she says, "Put the cat out when you get a chance." Okay. So a few minutes later, I put the cat out. I'm the one that hunts the cat down and puts the cat out. So she knows when I'm coming towards her, she's going outside and she doesn't want to go outside. So that's probably why she hides from me. Whoop, going the wrong direction already. Somebody last week in a comment said, "Why don't you show us a picture of your cat?" I'd like to see a picture of your cat. All right. So we're going to do that. Here's the cat walking down our driveway. Pretty cat, I think. We named the cat Cammy for camouflage because she looks like she's camouflaged. And then this picture is what our cat does most of the time, sleeping in our bed on my side of the bed. So That's our cat, Cammy. Well, closer to it, it's my wife's cat, but I don't have any band-aids today on my fingers from the cat, so that's a plus. When I reach down to pet the cat, it goes, and then I got a gash in my finger. So I'm trying to pet the cat so it doesn't hide from me all the time. But anyway, that's the kitty. Well, that's the first pass. We're going to go for pass number two with Et tu. Et tu Brute, an homage to Brut. I still like the scent of Brut, and evidently a lot of people do because they're buying Et tu every March. It has just a great scent. And those of us who are older used it when we were teenagers, just starting to shave. We go down to the drugstore and we'd buy a bottle of Brut. It seemed like everybody had Brut those days. So Douglas goes on to say in his webpage, it's a return to the original spirit of Brut. With Et tu, we aim to bring back the lost depth closer to the original 1964 formula before it was ever watered down into the more familiar splash. The result, a scent that feels both classic and bold with a richer, longer lasting presence, perfect for those who appreciate a true, timeless, masculine fragrance that may just take you back to simpler times as it does me. Well, it does me too. So whether you're revisiting an old favorite or discovering it for the first time, Et tu is here to turn your next shave into a blast from the past, one worthy of the original Brut legacy. And Douglas, Fran, and Huxley have done a great job with Brut. And when they came out with Brut Et tu this year, an homage to Brut, my first thoughts were, is it March already? I mean, January and February went by seemingly fast in one respect. And that was because I had to get done, and it didn't get done. But then in another respect, it just dragged on because of the cold weather and the snow, and which led to our cat being an indoor cat instead of an outdoor cat. So now we're breaking the cat into being more of an outdoor cat again. I say that just beyond the door there is my cat laying in bed sleeping. But that's the way it is, as Walter Cronkite used to say. This is going real well. This soap, the CK6 formula, has a terrific base to it that gives great cushioning to your shave. Uh, it is just outstanding, and I love PAA's CK6 formula. Really good, really good. Now, if you had Brut when you were growing up, you first got started shaving, or maybe later on, uh, did you use Brut a lot? Do you like it? Did you like it back when Fabergé had it? What are your thoughts about today's Brut, which is not owned by Fabergé anymore? What's your thoughts about today's Brut? And if you have Et 2, what do you think of that? I love it. And I don't have any of the old bottles of Brut when it was Fabergé. Well, so much for pass number 2. And so I'm going to rinse my face, dry it off, and then we're going to apply the aftershave. It's time to apply the aftershave from Et 2 from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Let me give you the top notes for Et 2 shave soap. The top notes are lavender, anise, lemon, basil, bergamot. The heart notes, geranium, ylang, jasmine. Base notes, sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, oakmoss, vanilla, and tonka bean. That is great. You mix those all up, and you got Et 2. We got the aftershave, however, that's a full bottle, and I'm not going to break that open till I use last year's. And I got a spray cap on that. When this is gone, I'll take this spray cap off and put it on the new bottle. So we're going to spray some on, about like that, and maybe rub it around just a little bit. And that's the shave. Et 2 March Classic from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And we trust that you've enjoyed our shave today as much as I have. Please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. That helps us greatly. And then it also gives you an opportunity to upload, when we upload a video, to be notified of that. So you have a choice whether you've got time to watch it or not. But you at least be notified that we have one. And subscribing really greatly helps our channel. So please do that if you would, please. We're going to have another shave video very, very soon. So stick around for that as it comes up later. Not later today, but soon anyway. And hope you have a great week. And until we get together again for another shave video, happy shaving.